the present situation of Ananda Marg Pracharak Sangh is with him. We must find out how it is going on. After 2023, the future of Anand Marg, it looks to be in a bad shape, because from 1955 to 1990, if you analyze, there is a different situation. But presently, what we see here, that it is just like in a box. There are two Prodha Pramukhas, three Avduta boards, three central committees. Then there are 5 divisions practically, and many unnecessary clash are taking place. Legal cases are also there in the court, and there has been anger, hatredness among the market and the workers. And murder took place also. Violence is taking place. WTs are fighting among themselves. There is frustration and no optimism and no progress in follower of Anand Marga and the Acharyas and Avdutas. Is this the mission what Baba wants, where the unity the Ranchi group, which are practically we see, and Calcutta group, and there is another group of workers who are not associated with any other group, so they are fighting among themselves. And this is what Baba as a Tarak Brahm thought of, because he propounded a concept of a system which goes against the capitalism, communism and the dogma, and with practically God-centered ideas he gave in his concept. So that has to be achieved. But present situation of the society, which is matter-centered, ego-centered and dogma-centered, is prevailing. But Baba wants to have the God-centered celebration, to establish the Sadipra society. But how it can happen? So let us go bit in history of Anand Marga movement as a mission. So from 1922 to 1955, what Baba did is a mystery. We don't know anything about that. It was a secret work he did. And in 1955, he got one AMPS in India, Jamalpur, registered so that it can suit the constitution, the requirement of Indian laws and bylaws. And he then created the Margis and Grihi Acharyas, and he appointed the Panay Dada as the General Secretary, and he created Acharyas also. And some of them were given the Visej regulations. And in 1962, one person was created as a whole-time worker. And then in 1968-69, one Avduta was made the General Secretary because he understood the importance of work. It should be spread like anything, and the whole-time worker can do the work. And so the whole-time workers occupied the post. He gave them the central post and the regional post and even the state level post and the divisional and the post. Then that was a time where he designed and created in India an interim body so that his mission could spread first in India. And the emergency came and he was put in the jail. And Baba was released from the jail in 1978. And there the global interim body was created. And he divided the whole world into the 9 sectors and posted the whole-time worker into the sectorial post, in the regional post all over the world. Then in 1990 he left the body. But as per his directive in Sabdchanika part 25, we should have waited for 37 days to see how it could move. But the big problem came because few days after, that is on 28th of October 1990, this Acharya Shraddhananda Udhut was declared as a Pradha Pramukh. So that was not elected. A few persons decided and declared that he is an Pradha. Now, what I understand is that Baba worked hard to establish Sadvipra Samaj as mentioned in Charyachar part 1. But he created a working structure, what I understand, and it was an interim body from 1955 to 1990. It was not an organization according to Charyacharya, your organization chapter, like Ubhukti Pramukh, Bhukti Committee and State Committee and the Central Committee. During his physical presence until 1990, he adopted and designed this interim body in such a way to fulfill the needs of his mission. And he introduced many working styles and departments, etc., according to his plan and design. He formed this working structure from top to the bottom in the beginning from 1955 to 1962 with the help of the family persons and Grihacharyas, and later from 1962 to 1990 with the help of dedicated cadre whom we call whole-time workers. If we say that Anand Marg from 1955 to 1990 was an organization and later this organization got divided, then can we say that Baba as a leader was incapable and he designed his organization which could not be established and divided? I don't think so. Now look at the organization as per the Charyacharya, and this is these are the committees, and these committees members are elected from the general according to the Charyacharya, the central committee, even the state or Samaj committee, even the Bhukti committee and the Ubhukti committee. And there is another system which we call the board, and these boards of course help in an organization, but this is an internal election like a Pradha board, okay, and this is not a part of the organization. This is a part of this some internal to maintain the quality and upgrade the standard of the acharyas and the pradhas, like the Avduta and Avdutika board, Acharya board and Tatvika board. Okay, and now let us see about the structure which Baba himself designed, which is not an organization, it is an interim body or working structure, and it was appointed only WT under the under the Avadhut board as per Caryacarya. This structure, how this structure whole time cultural work, it is mentioned in the RS guidebook, but not in the Caryacarya. The Avadhutas who elect the Avadhuta board, and one secretary will be there, and these Avadhutas priority is from the top to the bottom is to have this will be known as an interim working structure, and this will be responsibility will be of this structure will be to create an organization starting from the Ubhukti committee, then the Bhukti committee, then the state or Samaj committee or national committee, and then the central committee, and this is done through the process of election. The Avadhutas in Caryacarya chapter 41, this the Avadhutas, all Avadhutas, if they elect one secretary and the Avadhuta board, and that will be this process, through the process of this from top to bottom, the Avadhutas, they will work from the global to the sectorial, then the regional and the divisional, and their responsibility is to create the organization of Sadvipra Samaj as per the Caryacarya chapter number 39, and that will be possible only if this the structure, working structure of Avadhutas start creating the Ubhukti committee as per Caryacarya part 1 chapter 37, then Bhukti committee, then Caryacarya part 1 and chapter 34, and national committee and the central committee as per the 39 chapter 39. So the Avadhuta board is appointed structure. It is this from top to the bottom is an appointed, not elected, and their responsibility is, and since they are the dedicated missionaries, their responsibility is to create the organization of Sadvipra Samaj as per Caryacarya, and it will start through from the Ubhukti, then the Bhukti committee, and then the state and national Samaj committee, and then the central committee, and the process is the process of election, and Avadhutas should not take part in any election of the organization. Now let us compare between the Avadhutas and Purodhas. Avadhutas as a missionary have far greater role to play in respect of their dedication, their commitment, their sacrificing spirit, etc., and can be transferred to any part of the world if so needed. And except for Avadhuta board, they should not take part of any election. Now take the case of Purodhas. Purodhas are qualified Sadvipra in spirit and practice, who are an inspiration for the society, and equally they are able to implement this Sadvipra Samaj, and they have to take part in election not only in the central committee but also, if they so desire, in every level of organization. Now I can say that the Avadhutas are about the oath they take and the conduct rule. Why I say the Avdutas are having a bigger role and responsibility, and as regard their commitment, when they take the initiation as a margi, the 3 initiation before they learn the meditation, and then 1 as a Gurdakshina after the initiation is completed. Then they take the Avduta oath, then Acharya oath also, then Avduta oath, and when they become Kapalikas, they take the 3 oaths. And they have the 7 sets of the conduct rules they are to follow. And this is what Baba had designed for them. Now we take the general margis, when they also take the initiation 3 oath and 1 is a Gurudakshina, and they are to follow the 5 sets of the conduct rule. Now we take the Grihi Tatvikas, the same 4 oath, 3 oath before initiation, 1 oath as a Gurudakshina, and then Tattvik oath. And they are also to follow the 5 sets of the conduct rule. And Grihi Acharyas, initiation and oath 4, and then 5 sets of the conduct rules. And now we take the case of Purodhas. While taking initiation in the Margis, they are to take 3 oath and 1 oath as Gurudakshina, and they are also to follow the 5 sets of the conduct rules. But no separate oath or conduct rule set in order to become Purodhas and even Purodha Pramukh. So here the Avdutas have the bigger responsibility in comparison with the Purodhas. And to become a senior Acharya also, no oath to take the Visesh Yogalation and no separate conduct rules. Baba initially initiated many persons into the Visesh Yogalation, and he used to conduct, of course, the Purodhas board meeting, but he did not declare anyone as a Purodha and did not issue certificate also to anybody. And from before 1979, there were perhaps 16 persons who were initiated into Visejo and who had completed all the lessons. And before 1990, there were 19 or 20 persons who were allowed to attend the Purodha's board meeting, which was chaired by Baba. And later, Acharya with the Visesh Yogalation completed, are they all automatically Purodhas? I don't think so. No Purodha examination were conducted then, and no certificates were also issued by Baba himself. So Visesh Yogi, Grihi and Sannyasis from 1955 to 1999 were perhaps 20. During Baba's time, post and responsibility were given in the interim body without considering the Visesh Yogalation or Purodha's issues. Though those responsibilities at the center and below were given to the person or worker who have the capacity, performances and dedication, and not because of Visesh Yoga lessons. How Visesh Yoga becomes the Purodhas? To be Purodhas, there is examination. After having completed and practiced for a few years all the lesson, twice a day, and some more points are to be considered to become the Purodhas. I tell you about the groupism and its danger. If a group of the person of the same characteristic, means the same characteristic, run after the position of power, authority, and occupy administrative post, invariably there is division conflict, war and violence among the same people having in the same group. The groupism, how it danger ruling. Now we take the case of the warrior, Kshatriyas, whom we call the ruler in Kshatriyan era. They were fighting among themselves, even among their own internal group, which we call intra-conflict, and murders and wars. Similarly, in Vipran era also, the Vipran, they also have the same internal conflict and division in order to establish their own superiority, and you see the history. Similarly, in Western era also, the same thing are going on. Today, we are the witness all over the world at global level. Sannyasis, the Avdutas of Anand Marg, having the same characteristics, if they run after the prodhasik and occupy the power and position in administration and authority, and as a result, division, legal cases, violence and even murder took place. And this is a reality what we are facing today in our the interim body and working structure. Historical examinations are there, and this is what Baba mentioned. Vikram as an Alarka, the son of Madalasa, important story. Avdutas should not run after power and position. Therefore, Avdutas having the same characteristic should not occupy any position which enjoy the power and authority in the society. This is what Caryacarya says because of the election system in our organization. Present situation, the Prodha Pramukh and his institution like Central Committee is not relevant now. Why? During the Shraddhanandji as a Prodha Pramukh from 1990 to 2008, Anand Marg as a movement was divided into 3 or 4 parts. Violence and murder took place on 18 September 2003. The legal cases were filed against each other group, and Anand Nagar also got divided. Similarly, 2 separate DMSs at Anand Nagar in the same place every year is being conducted. Similarly, Calcutta administration was running without Prodha Pramukh from 2003 to 2011, and they were running, even conducting the DMS, creating Grihatatvikanacharyas and also Avdutas, and they are doing all activities of Anand Marga's organization. Similarly, the unity group from 2007 till today, running without Prodha Pramukh, they are conducting DMSs, creating sannyasis and Grihitatvikanacharyas and also Avdutas. Therefore, Prodha Pramukh and his institution like Central Committee is not relevant today. The role of Avdutas as missionaries are to see that this organization is established what Baba has designed, and that is possible only if they are to start from the Ubhukti Committee, then Bhukti Committee, then the State, National and Samaj Committee, then the Central Committee, and then Prodha Pramukh. So this process is through the process of election, and this is the part of the organization which our dutas are to see that it is created. So the Pradha Pramukh will be the head of the global Sadvipra Samaj as and when it is established as per Caryacarya, not the head of Anand Marg community as we presume today. So, thank you for your participation and understanding, and any comment and questions are most welcome for the welfare of the progress of Baba's mission.